Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Dr. Nadia Sabri, a board-certified pediatrician, a certified yoga and meditation instructor, and founder of the award-winning platform, The Mindful MD Mom, which empowers parents and professionals through mindfulness in work, life, parenting, and wellness. So today I am outside. It's a gorgeous day. It is sunny, the breeze is blowing, the leaves are rustling. It's just gorgeous. Nature is my happy place, so what better area to speak about stress management and relaxation than a place that we like.
We know what it feels like when we're stressed, but what do we do with that? We can use stress reduction mindfulness skills in virtually any setting, and today we're going to talk about that. This includes recognizing triggers, learning to connect with our body, using the tool of mindful breathing to feel calm, learning to respond instead of reacting to a situation, and discussing the importance of modeling appropriate stress reduction strategies.
Life is tough, and it certainly doesn't help being in these COVID uncertain times. No matter where we look and turn, it seems like there's just stress and fear and panic just lurking about. And that's a problem because we were already pretty stressed out and burnt out pre-COVID, and now that we're in COVID, it's not helping things. And some of the things that physicians like myself are very concerned about is that once life starts to get back to whatever new normal that we have, and once all of these restrictions lift, we're going to see a surge of mental health issues, of burnout worsening, and a lot of other conditions that are going to occur secondary to this pandemic related stress. So it's so important to get a hold of that stress now and learn to recognize that in both ourselves and also in our family members so that we can address it effectively. That affects most of us probably daily, maybe even multiple times a day. You stepped out of your 15th Zoom meeting of the day. You have about 5 minutes before your next meeting, and you hear yelling, screaming, maybe a crash. You've got one toddler melting down over here. You have a school-aged kid losing it over here. What are you gonna do? The common response is usually just to jump in there and try to put out the fires, right? Maybe attend to one kid, attend to the other, do what you gotta do to get back to the meeting. However, what this will do is this is not going to help you feel calm. It's not going to model any calm or stress reduction strategies to your children. And if anything, it's going to rile everybody up so that when you return to your meeting, you're still thinking about what you did, maybe even regretting that you yelled at them, said some mean things, put them in the timeout corner, or whatever else. Okay, so it's going to follow you throughout. Instead, what you need to do is try these tips. Recognize that you're starting to get mad and that you need to calm yourself down. Connect back with your body. Take a few moments to notice what your body is doing. What's your heart doing? Is it beating fast? What's your breath doing? Are you breathing really quickly, or are you just kind of tensing up and holding your breath? What are your arms, legs, and the rest of your body doing? Have you kind of tightened your shoulders and clenching your fists? Are you just kind of stiffening your body? What's going on? So notice what your body feels, and then you'll see, that is how I react when I'm feeling stressed. Then the next thing is to calm yourself down by using mindful breathing. And what that does is to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest aspect. The other side is the fight and flight, the sympathetic response. And that's the one where you run into the room and try to put out the fires. But it doesn't help very much or very often. So you need to be adding in calm to this already chaotic situation instead of bringing in more chaos to an already chaotic situation. So you gotta equalize. So the way to mindful breathe, it's very easy. You can do it anywhere. You can sit, you can stand, your eyes can be closed, they can be open, doesn't matter. You'll breathe slowly in through your nose to the count of 4. Hold your breath at the top for about maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and then exhale back down to the count of 4. I recommend really exaggerating your movements of breathing in by bringing back your shoulders, really squeezing that in, and having your chest and heart open. And then when you exhale, release that, bring your shoulders down from near your ears, relax your jaw, release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Do a few cycles of these and you'll notice that tensed up response, that fight or flight that you were initially going to enter the room with, is now gone. You're going to enter calm, like, hey guys, what's going on? You can go get your coffee, and while they're still doing their thing, you can still be calm and attend to them and show them that, okay, it's okay to be angry about this, but we don't need to yell and scream, and we don't need to hit each other, and we don't need to say mean things. And the only way to do that is if you have calmed down first. Because if you're not calm, they're not going to be calm. So let's go ahead and do a cycle of mindful breathing. So find yourself in a comfortable position, either sitting or standing. Your gaze can be soft gaze. In front of your eyes can be closed. Take a deep breath in, really straightening up your back, bringing your shoulders back behind you. Hands can be down at your side, palms up. Breathe in to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 1, 2, and then exhale. Releasing your shoulders down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can go ahead and do that again, as many cycles as you need to. The kids also see that, oh, okay, there is another way to act when you're upset. However, if we're the ones who are yelling and screaming at them and yelling at them to stop yelling, or using other forms of discipline or punishment, well, what message are we sending to them? Like, our words don't matter, our actions are showing what we actually think is effective, right? So we need to have our words and our actions match. And so this is a great exercise to do that. I like this because you can use this for any age range, even kids as young as maybe even like 15, 18 months. You'll have to, of course, adjust the language around it to change it from the adult speak. Instead of just calling it mindful breathing, you may want to say, let's breathe like a bear, or let's do some belly breathing. Notice where your breath is, and let's make your belly really big and puffing it out, or breathing it in. So you can adjust it to the age and the developmental level of the child. But it's a really great thing, and you can use it anywhere. Teenagers can use it when they're starting to be stressed out about a test. You can use it in the middle of a tantrum or at a work meeting that you're starting to worry about. Really, there's no limit. And the great thing about it is that even though it may start as a conscious practice that you'll have to really work at to get in that mindset of slowing down your body's sympathetic response, over time, the natural neuroplasticity that occurs in the brain, and what neuroplasticity is that it strengthens the neural pathways that you use often and gets rid of the things that you don't use. So basically you strengthen whatever you do often. So when you do this mindful practice often enough, when you enter stressful situations, your body will just automatically go into that, and you won't even have to think about it. And that's a beautiful and amazing feeling. So try it out and see what you think. Teach your kids as well and let them practice with you. As a parent, I think one of the challenges is to realize that we're not supposed to know the answers to everything, and we are not supposed to be perfect all the time, but we do need to try as hard as we can and model these things. And it's okay to learn alongside your children. I think back in the day, the parenting paradigm was that you have to be like this dictator, kind of like know everything and just like be the boss and tell people what to do, and you couldn't show any of your human vulnerability. And I think that does a disservice. It's really important for children to be able to see their parents as complete human beings, not like robots or some really far away, distant thing that they can't even talk or connect with. Because really the parent-child bond is so strong, and that is a superpower. And we just need to know how to connect to that humanity, that heart-to-heart connection. Right now, there is just so much stress everywhere in the world and out there, but we don't need to carry that stress home, and we don't need to have the stress up here and certainly not up here. And if we can learn to calm ourselves down, model those behaviors, show our human side, we can help teach our children that it's also okay to be human, and that it's a good thing. Being a human is a beautiful thing. Having emotions is a beautiful thing, but letting them just run wild, not so much of a good thing. So I hope these things end up being helpful in your own life. Please try them out. Let me know what you think. Connect with me at my blog at themindfulmdmom.com, and connect with me on social media on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest at themindfulmdmom. I've got tons of resources on there, and we talk about all sorts of topics, from everything from developing empathy in your kid, balancing work and life and parenting and all that kind of stuff, and really all the topics that we want to talk about that maybe we don't have time to talk about with other people, and but we need to talk about it. Connect with me. Let me know what you think, and continue to be healthy, safe, and well. And until we meet again, I'm Dr. Nadia Sabri. Talk to you later.